Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be kind of to get it all done, kind of just to spend the day with me. I'm not writing a to-do list today. I just I just want to kind of hang out, talk to you all a little bit, and possibly get some stuff done. I've got some stuff to do outside first thing before it starts storming this afternoon, because we have not had a break from the rain in over a week. So with this break, I need to go out and get some stuff done outside. So let's go do that. Okay, so one thing that needs to get done is this garlic needs to be dug up, as well as these onions. But you can look at the dirt until it's rained for how many freaking days straight, and I just don't know if I'm going to be able to dig this up properly until it dries up a little bit. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do. I have to wait for it to dry up a little bit. But I am going to be able to pick. Oh, there's boom. But I am going to be able to pick peas and strawberries. Okay, so these are the peas. They've been knocked down and everything from the rain, but some of them, as you can tell, are ready to pick. And I always go for, are they fat? Because if they're skinny, they're not ready. What? Okay, so these are all the strawberries I got out of this box. Most of the strawberries out of here were molded. They were being eaten on by bugs. So I'm going to go check the other two boxes and see if we can get more than this. Didn't get very many out of this box either, so I'm hoping there's actually some in the box out on the other side of the house. But blackberries are looking happy, and this new blueberry plant is looking happy. Yeah. At least the rain's doing something. Okay, so these strawberries look happy at least, so maybe that means I'll be able to get more out of it. Okay, so that's all the strawberries I got, but given it's been raining so much and I had to throw half of them because of mold, I'll take it. But I do think I am going to go ahead and haul these out. That way, at least I have one batch of peas in the freezer from this year. So, yeah, I'm going to get started doing that. Hopefully it doesn't start raining, as that sky's looking nasty. But yeah, I'm going to haul these out and go from there.
Okay, so I ended up hauling the peas outside, well, starting them outside, and then I ended up having to move in the house and finish them up. And while I was doing that, I also decided to wash the strawberries and get those de-stemmed and everything. And then I got those in a freezer bag, and I also decided to go in and freeze the peas that I had hauled out, because we weren't going to eat them. We still had one bag in the freezer from last year, and I wanted to get those eaten before I did anything with this year's peas. And let me tell you, we're getting some peas. I didn't think we would. And the day that I'm editing this and doing this voiceover, I went out this morning and I got a whole other bag of peas. So I'm hoping that that continues, because while not everybody in this family likes peas, I do, my brother does, and we will eat them. And then if we don't eat them over here, I can take some to my grandma's, because Nevaeh and Kasaya will eat them. And yes, I am planning on doing a what I eat in a day and including Nevaeh and Kasaya in that, because now that we are starting to feed Kasaya food, this is really interesting on what we actually eat. Now that we're getting food out of the garden, it also changes up what we eat too.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
So I get asked a lot what we do with like scraps. Do we just throw them out? What do we do with them? And I'm gonna under the deck. So that's what we do with the scraps.
But I didn't end up filling up this whole bag. I just ended up putting the strawberries that we'd had in this bag that I already had in the freezer. And I wanted to share this bag of peas. While it doesn't look like a whole lot, it is half of this quart-sized bag, which is good enough for a meal and some leftovers for us, given not everybody eats peas in this house. Then I wanted to feed my sourdough starter, because I hadn't done that yet today, and it was so warm in this house, even with the air on, that I ended up being able to bake with this sourdough starter this night too, which I absolutely love, because I'm really looking forward to getting back into sourdough this summer.
Fast, sitting here praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on.
Okay, so I just finished in the kitchen. I fed my sourdough starter. I hauled all the peas. I only got one bag out of them, but if I can do that 2 or 3 more times, throughout the season until the peas die off, then that'll be good. I'm not aiming to replace all of our food with stuff we've grown. I just like to replace most of it. And we still do have peas in the freezer downstairs from last year. But one bag is a start, and that makes me happy. The strawberries, we already had a bag in the freezer, so I just put those strawberries we got today in that bag, because there's no point starting a new bag when I didn't get enough to even fill up the bag that we had in the freezer. Hopefully it'll dry out a little bit and things will kind of perk up a little bit more and we'll be getting more food. It seems like when it rains, everything just kind of stops, or the stuff that is growing gets all molded and disgusting. And yeah. But I got that stuff done. I need to start organizing. I got some storage bins from some of my winter clothes, and I want to do that today. Just like I said, today's just going to be kind of all over the place, talking a little bit, catching up a little bit. Because the last vlog I did was, I started filming the day after school let out, and I was sitting on a yoga block. But I started filming the day after school let out, and filmed a little bit the day after too. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Just kind of adjusting, just kind of getting, the kids weren't in it a whole lot because friends and wanting to be outside, because they never want to be outside, and while it was raining and it made a mess, yet they were outside. I don't care. That's what matters. And I did manage to get some stuff done around the house. And oh no, we have all these plans for summer, but with the rain, everything, and I know summer break just started for us, but it's kind of like we haven't done anything. I already feel like we haven't done anything, and they haven't even been out of school a whole week, because I'm filming this on Wednesday. And it's like, what the heck? Why does it feel like we haven't done anything? And I know why we haven't done anything. It's the rain. And then it's the fact that this chore chart of theirs, the first week they did great without having to be told, and now all of a sudden, you're having to tell them again. You're having to stand there and go, okay, you need to do this. You need to do that. It's like, they're both old enough to go read a chore chart and go, okay, so I need to do this and I need to go mark that off. Like, for the yard work and the housework, I understand it's a little bit difficult because for some stuff they do have to be told what they could do. And a whole 7 days was 910 points. I did not expect them to get that, but Bryson got 295 and Isaiah got 310. Like, what the hell? I don't know. they need to learn some responsibility. They are too old to be so irresponsible and to be so immature and act the way they do. And okay, it is raining and the sun is out. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can hear that. I'm thinking, what the heck is that noise? It's pouring down rain and the sun is out. Yeah, that's Kentucky for you. But I don't know, like, when I was a kid, by the time I was 12 years old, I was getting myself up, getting myself ready, sometimes waking my older brother up, making sure he was getting ready. And if I needed to pack my lunch, I was doing that. If I needed something in my backpack and I hadn't loaded up my backpack the night before, I was doing that. And then I was getting myself on the bus. I was doing this at 12. Then I was coming home and doing chores, and I was doing my homework, and I was doing after school activities. And because I did competition choir 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, and so yeah, we had all this stuff. That we were doing. And these boys just don't have that, so they don't have a sense of responsibility. And even though we try to teach them, hey, you need to do this, you need to find something that you like to do, the only thing they want to do is sit on their butts and play video games. And I don't see anything wrong with a video game, but I also don't see a video game as a 100% all the time thing. A video game is a reward to me, because when I was a kid, I didn't play video games like my brothers did, and it was a reward thing. My brother didn't just come home after school and jump onto his video games. He came home, we got a snack, he took a few minutes to relax, then we did homework, and then after homework and having supper, and possibly if he needed to take a bath that night, then taking a bath, then he did his video games. But a lot of times during the week, we didn't have time to do that stuff. It's just, how do you get two kids who were told the video game is the most important thing, the only thing that matters is that video game, to realize you have to become functional people? I don't expect them to do what we did. I don't expect them to run an entire house. But I do expect them to be able to do something without being told. And I want them to be able to do something without having to be told multiple times. Like, if I have to tell you, hey, if I have to say, hey, can you take out the trash? I don't want 30 minutes later to be saying, hey, go take the trash out. And then 20 more minutes, go take the trash out. And 30 more minutes later, go take the trash out, until the point where I'm done and I'm taking it out myself. Because I'm sorry, but no. It's ridiculous. And then some of the stuff they do, and they go, I didn't do it. And that's their favorite thing. I don't want to. I don't have to. I didn't do it. When you say shit like that, and they do it in that pitch, it makes me want to slap you. Because when I was a kid, if I would have looked at an adult who told me to do something, and I would have said, I don't want to, I don't have to, I would have been slapped in the mouth. Like, and this whole thing of you can't teach an old dog new tricks, it's really looking very freaking true with these kids. You can't teach two kids who were never taught how to do something. You can't teach two kids who were taught how to tell the truth and not lie through their teeth every time they say something to tell the truth. And there's just been a few incidences in the last few days of all this. Like, I'm done. this summer we've got to do something because next school year this has got to change. We just, we're at this point of, okay, they've both passed, they've both moved on. Isaiah's going to be a 4th grader, Bryson's going to be a 7th grader. Now, what do? We get them in the routine now in the summer of, you get up, you do this, you do what. When I was a kid in the summer, we got up, we got ready, had breakfast, did what we had to do, then we would come home, and then we would do what we could do at the house. Like, or sometimes we had days where we would get up in the morning, we would have breakfast, we would get ready, we would do a few things around the house, and then we could go play the rest of the day. That's what I would like to get the kids processed into. In the summer, you get up, you get yourself ready, you have breakfast, then you do your chore list. Because if they would just check off their chore list in the morning, then they would have all day to play. Even if that was a video game, I wouldn't care then because they had done something. But instead, they get up, and the second they're awake, video game. So when they're not, because they take turns, they take 2-hour turns. So when it's not their turn, the other one's sitting there going, I'm bored. And I'm sitting there going, I've got a whole damn list and you don't ever tell a woman you're bored. You don't. When I was a kid, we were not bored. If you said you were bored, you got a whole list of shit to do. I remember raking my grandpa's entire yard once from where he had mowed the night before. We ended up raking that day because I had made the mistake of saying I was bored. But when I was a kid, we didn't really have much boredom time. We didn't have time to be bored. We had stuff to do, we knew what we did, and then, yeah, like, the summer for me when I was a kid was we were at my grandma's. Because both my parents worked, and then my aunt and my uncle worked as well, so typically my cousins were there too, unless they were with our other grandparents. So, even though we were there at my grandma's house, we didn't have time to be bored. Rather we were playing, or rather we were doing something around the house. Like when I was a kid, if you got bored enough, you would just go do the dishes. Whether you were told to or not, you just did it. And the boys are, I'm tired of being told what it was like when she was a kid. Yeah, I'm tired of having to explain to you to get off your ass and actually do something. Like, I'm not saying it to say this is what you should be doing, but I'm also kind of saying it, this is what you should be doing. They look at it as, she's telling us what it was like. It's not like that now. No, it's not like that because you two don't do anything. Because you two think everybody's supposed to wait on you hand and foot. That's my biggest thing. But the majority, sometimes they will make themselves something to eat. Sometimes they'll get themselves something to drink. But the majority of the time, they are still expecting somebody to wait on them hand and foot. Or they're expecting somebody to do something for them. They, like Bryson, still walks in and goes, he doesn't say anything. He just walks in, grabs the bowl of cereal, walks over to somebody and taps the box. And my grandma will take the box from him and make him a bowl of cereal. I looked at him once when he did it to me and I said, looks to me like your arms and legs ain't broke and you're almost 12 years old. And I got yelled at. If I would have tapped a fucking bowl of cereal or tapped a box of cereal when I was 12 years old in front of somebody expecting them to make me a bowl of cereal, I would have been beaten. And I'm not exaggerating. I would not, because first of all, I would have never frickin' done that because you didn't do that. And if I would have, I would have been beaten. I would have been told, well, you're just stupid and worthless, and now I'm like, let me make you that way. And everybody's, I can't believe, I said, but then everybody's, well, you weren't beaten with any today for your life as much as you say. I said, no, I wasn't beaten, because I learned the rules. I learned really damn quick. If you could do it yourself, you did it yourself. Get paid for chores. We didn't get rewards for chores. Doing stuff was just, you live in this house, you do something. And that's the way I think it should be. Because eventually they're going to get old enough to be able to get a job and go out on their own and have their own place. What are they going to do? Sit in their own place and being fucking filthy, having no food, not knowing what to do because somebody's always done it for them? Exactly. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be, or it's going to happen where they can never function as an adult and they can never get a job and they can never get out. So they're always relying on somebody because nobody ever taught them anything. I don't know. Look, because even Nevaeh at 2 years old, when groceries come, she wants to help. Without being told, Nevaeh, come here, Nevaeh runs outside and grabs a bag of chips. She'll walk around saying yum yums, but she's 2 years old. So she walks outside, grabs a bag of chips, takes it in the house, and walks around going yum 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 yum. I count that as helping because she's 2. The boys have the same concept. Go out, carry a couple bags in, grab out of those bags what you want, and run off to your room. When we were kids, you went out, carried in a few bags, went back out, carried in a few bags. Then you helped put it away. It wasn't go in, grab what you want out of that bag and run off. And if we would have done that, our mom would have fucking hit us and probably hid that food. Like, you have to feed your children, but there is no rule that says you have to feed these children this $200 bag of crap. There is no rule that says you have to feed these children this Domino's pizza every night. But it's just, I'm at this point of, we've got to get the boys into this routine of, you've got to be able to do something. You've got to be able to help yourselves. You've got to take responsibility for your own actions. And that's really the big thing, just taking responsibility and not standing in front of somebody when you're told what to do and going, I don't want to, I don't have to, I don't need to. Like we were talking about, well, this summer, doctor's appointments, eye doctors, dentists, all this stuff going down the list. And both the boys are going, I don't have to do that. Yeah, you do. And I don't want to go to the doctor. Well, I didn't either when I was a kid, but I freaking went. I don't want to go to the doctor now, but I freaking go. It's kind of, they got so used to just sitting on their butts and not having to do stuff that they don't comprehend even almost 3 years later that you don't get to sit on your butt and not do anything. I don't know. If you have any tips or tricks or anything on getting kids to do something, specifically like foster kids, then leave them down in the comments, because I'm done, and I'm at that point of, I don't know what to do, because the chore chart apparently is not working. It's working a little bit, but it is not working the way it should. And I get things are different than they were when I was a kid. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm also saying that I have friends who have kids that do things around the house. I have a friend who fostered the majority of her children, and even when they came in as fosters, once she got them to where they would help. So I don't know. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna quit ranting, because I think I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. And I didn't mean to talk for that long, but yeah. I just had to let it out. And I said this was gonna be a chatty vlog. But now I probably need to eat something. And then after I eat, we'll get to organize. Okay, so believe it or not, the sky actually cleared up. And it's not thunderstorming anymore, and it's not raining anymore. So now it makes me want to go sit outside and actually, I don't know, I just want to go out there and sit outside now. Probably because we haven't been able to in so long. But I know I need to get stuff in here done. I had lunch. I'm trying to motivate myself, so I'm watching Jade Libra's Code Orange video for Summerween. Honestly, that's making me want to buy things, which is not helpful because I'm still not done with this no spend month. We are almost there. My grandma's bought a few things for the boys, like we bought them new swim trunks and beach towels, which I'll show you. They're supposed to be here today, so if they do get here today, I'll show you. They're coming from Walmart. And then we got Bryson a Shark water bottle for his birthday. I don't know. Birthdays are weird because we try to do a mix of things they want and things they actually need. Like, he's gonna need a new water bottle for school and all that, so there you go with that water bottle. But then the only thing he keeps asking for is an electric bike or an electric scooter. Those things are expensive, and there's not really a place to ride him, and he doesn't take care of the regular bike that he has. So I don't know. Yeah, we're still kind of debating on birthday presents for him. But I need to finish watching this video while I actually get something done. Okay, so I bought these off of Shein. I never bought them before, but I really like them. It's got, instead of like a standard collapsible bin, it's got a solid bottom and a metal bar that you can pull out, and that way it collapses, or you push it in and it stands up. And then it's got a clear it's got a clear top, and other than the brown handles not going with the gray, they're fine. And they're fine for me because I just want to have something to put my clothes in, especially my winter clothes that store away a little bit better.
I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's facts. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Okay, so these bins work. Or shoot, these bins work great. The only problem is I can't put them in that closet. Not yet. I'm waiting for a couple of shoe organizers, and then I'm going to do a massive shoe decluttering video. So that is the plan. But for right now, I guess I'm going to stack these in my storage closet. But at least it gets these out of there. It gives Poe a space in my closet for when she climbs in there, and she doesn't have to destroy anything. A lot of these sweatshirts and sweaters have nicks and pills and scratches on them from where she climbs in there, and I just wanted to fix that. Honestly, what I'd like to do is find a way to put t-shirts and tank tops and everything in that closet as well, and just have all my clothes in that closet. But I've been saying that for a while, and it still has not happened. I don't know. I just need to do like a massive declutter, even if I just don't film, even if I don't film it. Because I filmed decluttering videos, I filmed a closet declutter already this year. And I got rid of everything I thought I could, but now I'm looking at it going, could I have gotten rid of more? You know what I'm saying if you're like that yourself. But I think what I'm going to do is just take this summer and figure out what I'm really wearing, and then in the fall do a massive declutter and a massive reorganization of it. So now, I should not have watched that video about Summerween and all the Halloween stuff, because now I'm on my computer. I needed to get some emails and stuff done and sent, and in the process of that, I had a coupon in my email from Michael's. So I'm thinking, hey, I'm gonna see if they have these spooky town buildings and all that, and oh, these are expensive. Like, the cheapest one I have found is $35, and even to me, that's expensive because it's one of the tiny ones. The big ones are upwards of $100 to $250. No, I will not buy that. Those are things I'll add to the cart and I'll look at, and I'll hope to God I get vouchers and coupons for, and I will still never buy them. So, yeah. And I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday, and I want to do a Summerween thing, but I'm trying to think about how I could do it cost effective if I wanted to buy stuff for it. Ugh. I don't know. I'm trying to think of what else needs done. And there's nothing I could really do today. Which is so weird, because usually I have this whole running list of, I need to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And today's kind of like, I didn't write a list. I just kind of decided, you know what, I'm just going to go maybe get some stuff done. And I did pick the peas and get the peas put in the freezer. I did pick the strawberries and get those frozen. And then I went through that closet and organized my sweaters. But until I redo my shoes and figure out what I'm doing with my shoes, I can't really do much. What I need to start doing, though, is going through things and making a box of stuff that I can sell that I want to get rid of during our yard sale. We're not having our yard sale. We're not having our yard. We are not having our yard sale this weekend, but we're having a yard sale next weekend while everybody else is doing the US 25 yard sale. Wow, my grandparents don't live on 25. I'm figuring everybody's going to be going past my grandparents' house to get to the US 25 yard sale, so let's have a yard sale. Get rid of some stuff. There's stuff that mainly what we end up selling is kids' clothes, shoes, random things that we just don't use anymore. But I've got some stuff that I could go through and sell. So I need to get that.
But I did finally get off my computer and find some motivation, and that motivation was to work out. At least it gets me started. And yeah, I've been trying really hard to get back to the workout bag, and I think it's all.
Walmart order. This is Isaiah's beach towel. I didn't realize these were the humongous beach towels when I was buying them, but hey, you know what, that's fine. And then this is one pair of the swim trunks. They're blue and they're just blue and got the logo on them. So we'll see about that. And I've got another pair coming and a shark beach towel. I'm hoping the shark beach towel is almost as big as this. Or, yeah. But it's anime. I know he likes it because it's one piece. So, yeah. I'm going to fold it back up, put it back in the box, and hopefully tomorrow I'll get bracelets. I said I would share that with you once I got it. And yeah, there you go. Currently, I needed to go through stuff for this yard sale, but now I'm thinking I'm not in the mood for that. So I got a workout in, and now I'm browsing some stuff on Shein. I need to be going through what we're gonna need, what me and my brother are gonna need for when my mom and dad are on vacation, because it's just going to be us here for like 2 weeks. And I need to figure that out. Then I need to figure out what we're doing for supper tonight. And I need to figure out something to do with my sourdough starter because it's alive and well, and I don't want to waste it. So, yeah. I don't know. Today started out really motivating, and now I'm drained. I don't know what happened to me, but my energy is gone.
Okay, so I told you that I was able to use my sourdough starter, and I was, I don't know, it was just a random, I didn't want to waste it because it looked so good. And then I'm thinking, I went through a few recipes, going, okay, I don't feel like making this. I don't want to make pancakes and save them for tomorrow. So I found this recipe for a double chocolate quick bread, and that's what I ended up making. It's really good. It smelled like a cake the whole time I was baking it, and I know it's bread, and that's why it's dense. But at the same time, it's really weird to get past the texture. But once you do, it's really good. And I may or may not have had a piece of it today, heat it up with some ice cream and chocolate syrup in it, which means I totally did. And yes, it was really good. It's chocolate bread. It's like a dessert bread, and that way I get my dessert fix without having to go make a completely separate dessert. If you have sourdough recipes, please link them down below in the cards, because I'm always looking for something that isn't a bread or a muffin. I'm willing to try different cookie recipes or different brownie recipes. I finally found a brownie recipe that I really like. A few people said they didn't like it. I don't care. I like it. So I might experiment a little bit more with brownies, but so far that second recipe I've tried for brownies has been my favorite. But yeah, I'm going to mix up this bread, get it in the loaf pan, and then I'll see you later when it's baked. So this is what it looks like when it's finished. It took over an hour to bake in my oven. I don't know. We've got to get my oven fixed because it's getting to be a pain in the butt to actually cook. But this is the bread. It turned out really good. Okay, so I ended up using my sourdough to make double chocolate bread. It smelled like cake, kind of tasted like a chocolate cake. But I guess anything chocolate is not going to smell like bread because chocolate is a sweet thing. But it's good. I like it. I want to put ice cream on it and eat it like that. So yeah, we just ended up doing a quick dinner tonight. Chicken strips, french fries, mac and cheese. Like, yeah, we eat like children here. And except on the nights that I actually feel like cooking. Or somebody else feels like cooking, so yeah. But I'm going to call this video a vlog and just going to close it out for the day. And I will see you for my next video. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.